Hey everyone, and welcome. So today we're going to do something a little different. We're setting aside the data and the charts to dive into a story, a really beautiful one, about a lifetime of Christmas memories, all woven together in a single dream.
So this is where we start. It's like we're being invited right into this very personal, very reflective space. It's a dream where the past isn't just something you remember, it's something you actually get to relive.
And boom, right there, that's our roadmap for this whole story. We're going to follow this journey through 4 totally distinct roles. First believing in Santa, then doubting him, then actually becoming him, and finally embodying that magic yourself. So let's jump in with stage 1.
All right, so stage 1, the believer. This is where it all begins, right? It's about being a kid, in this case, one of 2 young brothers trying to solve what is maybe the world's greatest logistical mystery.
I just love this detail. You can almost see them, right? The narrator and his brother Stan whispering in their beds in their second-story apartment, trying to figure out Santa's entry strategy. It's that pure, innocent time when you're just trying to apply real-world logic to absolute magic.
And you know what? The magic always came through. These gifts weren't just toys. They were like these huge markers of time. They were symbols of growing up, of getting more freedom, all unwrapped in the amazing chaos of Christmas morning at their grandparents' house.
But then it happens. That moment, that rite of passage so many of us go through. They're exploring their grandpa's garage, a place that smells of motor oil and sawdust and time itself, and they find the bikes. And just like that, without saying a single word, they make a pact. And this quote just nails it, doesn't it? It perfectly captures that shift from being a true believer to being a knowing participant. They got the system. The magic had changed, sure, but the gifts, they were still coming. So, you just play along.
So, that leads us right into the next phase. The belief in a literal Santa might be gone, but it gets replaced by something even deeper, a new kind of magic, the magic of family traditions.
Now, what's so cool here is the contrast. You get a picture of 2 completely different family vibes. On one hand, you've got the super traditional, cozy Christmas at Graham's house, and on the other, you have these artsy, kind of eccentric gatherings at Aunt Emily's, with harp music and these beautiful, strange ornaments.
And it's all these little details, right? These are the things that build the tradition. Like a box of gifts showing up from relatives 3,000 miles away. He calls it love in a box. And then there's the ultimate bonding ritual, crashing Lionel trains with his dad and brothers. Just pure, glorious, controlled destruction. And now we get to the most profound shift of all. The narrator grows up. He gets married, has kids of his own, and suddenly he's the guy in charge of making the magic happen.
Yeah, this is the secret playbook for parents everywhere, isn't it? It's this loving ritual you do long after the kids are asleep. You read the story, you set out the cookies, and then you sneak out to the garage for the real work of Christmas. 3 in the morning. I mean, that one detail says everything, doesn't it? That's the hour of sore backs and fighting with Allen wrenches and instructions that make absolutely no sense. That's the hour of pure, unfiltered parental love.
And it's right there, in that exhausted, late-night moment, that he gets it. The real magic isn't about the mystery or getting presents. The magic is the work. It's the sleep you sacrifice and all the quiet effort you put in just to create that perfect Christmas morning for your kids.
Okay, and that brings us to the final stage. Life keeps going. He's a grandfather now, the patriarch, the one who holds all the family stories. He has actually become the embodiment of the Christmas spirit. You know, traditions change, especially after you lose someone. The formal dinner turns into this loving chaos. And what's so great is how this dinner anarchy, tossing napkins and flicking peas, becomes the new way they all connect, and they pass that playful competition down to the grandkids.
So now he gets to see it all come full circle through the eyes of his 5 grandkids. He gets to watch his own daughters become the magic makers, and he sees these patterns of love just repeat and multiply, and he realizes that is the real gift.
But joy, you know, it often comes with sorrow. And this dream is also heavy with the reality of his wife Linda's illness. She's in memory care, and her absence, it creates this hole, this void, in all the celebrations that you can really feel. And this is where it all clicks back together, inside the dream. It's not a straight line anymore. All the Christmases, being a child, a father, a grandfather, they're all happening at the same time, layered on top of each other like old slides.
So from this place, floating in time, he just starts calling out Merry Christmas.
It's like this chorus of greetings across the decades to every single person who's been a part of his story.
And this is the most important one. It's a greeting to his wife, and it confirms that even though they're physically apart, she is woven into every memory, every tradition, every single one of these moments.
And then he hears it. That sound that is just timeless, that echoes through every part of his life. It's the sound of pure, unfiltered Christmas morning excitement. And he smiles in his sleep. Because that's the ultimate truth of this dream. The spirit of Santa, which is really just the spirit of love and family and tradition, it's eternal. It always comes, it always will.
And so, this incredibly beautiful story of a life really just leaves us with a question for ourselves. What are the layers in your own story? What are the memories, the traditions, the people that make up your Christmas?